You do the hard work. You look inward, you identify exactly where you stumble, and you resolve to do better. But then the pressure hits, the temptation arrives, and despite knowing your exact flaws, you fail again. It is a frustrating cycle, rooted in a simple misunderstanding. Identifying a problem does not automatically fix it. Awareness is not the same as a defense. Right now, think of one specific recurring temptation you want to actively defeat. Get that specific flaw clearly in your mind. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to build a personalized, step-by-step active defense system. By the end of this, you will have a concrete tactic to move past the guilt of that specific mistake and defeat it. Step 1 is self-examination. It is an entirely necessary starting point, much like looking into a mirror to see dirt on your face. But staring at the reflection doesn't clean the dirt. This illustration shows a man examining his reflection next to bread and wine. It points to 1 Corinthians 11:28, which instructs a person to examine themselves before participating. But recognizing a flaw and remaining silent or passive about it is not genuine self-correction. This flowchart maps out the exact trap. Notice how the magnifying glass, representing self-examination, leads directly to a red stop sign. Identifying the sin is a completely different action than overcoming it. Acknowledging a flaw without taking subsequent action is a dead end. It halts your momentum and guarantees you will face the exact same temptation unarmed the next time it appears. To break past that stop sign, we move to the next phase, active preparation. You must build your defense before the temptation ever arrives. This image places a glowing Bible inside a heart, visualizing Psalm 119:11. To defend yourself, memorize a specific Bible verse countering your identified flaw. Here, heart isn't the physical organ, but your inner resolve and core intent. A Bible left sitting on a shelf or tucked in a cupboard offers no immediate protection. It is meant to be an active weapon, loaded into your mind so it is ready to fire on demand. Internalizing that specific verse integrates it into your inner resolve, providing a practical, ready-to-use defense for tomorrow's challenges. For the ultimate practical model of this system, we look at Jesus Christ during his trials in Matthew chapter 4. This silhouette depicts Jesus holding a glowing sword. People often assume he defeated Satan's temptations by relying on inaccessible supernatural powers. He didn't. He relied on the exact tool available to you, the pre-memorized word. This diagram shows Christ's 4-quadrant tactic. Top row, verses were pre-prepared in his mind and highly accurate for the specific temptation. Bottom row, his response was immediate without debate, and he submitted to the word as the ultimate authority over personal desire. Replacing a deceitful thought with an authoritative scriptural principle shuts down the temptation at its source. Let's apply this exact tactical method to a modern, everyday scenario to see how it operates in practice. Imagine you are driving on the highway. You are in a rush and feel that sudden urge to speed. The typical response is to use sheer willpower to resist, but willpower wavers. It leaves space for your brain to start searching for excuses. You are late, everyone else is speeding, it's just this once. This diagram shows the correct response. The man's mind projects a glowing book to instantly block the incoming dark arrow. Instead of debating, you immediately recall a specific verse, like 1 Peter 2:13, commanding submission to governing authorities. This precise mental action forces a hard choice between your personal desire to speed and divine authority. It unsheaths the sword, taking it off the shelf and putting it to work to govern your actions in the real world. Genuine spiritual growth requires this level of daily discipline. It is a constant, active engagement, not a passive religious ritual. This method equips you to actively engage your flaws, moving you beyond the guilt of a passive observer. This visual roadmap summarizes the complete operational flow. First, identify your specific flaw. Second, find the exact verse that counters it. Third, memorize that text. And fourth, recite it instantly the moment temptation strikes. Now, take the specific struggle you identified at the start of this video. Find your counterverse right now. Write it down, memorize it, or set it as your phone background so it is permanently in your mind. Prepare your defense today. A sword left inside the cupboard offers no protection once the battle begins.